Brushing and linking is a very common and standard technique to show relations between coordinated multiple views. However, standard brushing and linking provides no control over what gets highlighted and how. With MyBrush, we explore how we can provide individuals with personal agency over brushing and linking interactions. We deconstructed the brushing and linking technique into three main components: the source, what is being brushed; the target, the data that is related to the source; and the link, the relationship between source and target. In its most simple form, MyBrush works just like standard brushing and linking. Hovering over a data point highlights that data point and the related data points in all other views in red. Clicking on a data point creates a brush. Each brush can be configured using three expandable contextual menus to configure the source, the link, and the target of the brush. MyBrush offers personal agency over brushing and linking by providing an interface to configure the source, link, and target of brushes. Let's look at an example that shows the basic functionality of MyBrush. Here we have two views. View 1 on the left shows a scatter plot of soccer players' attacking versus defending skills, and view 2 on the right shows a bar chart with the players' different positions on the field. By dragging, we create a rubber band brush rectangle. To set the highlighting color, we tap on the leftmost icon that expands the source menu. We can then set the fill color of all data points within the brush to orange. The source menu's central icon changes to orange to provide visual feedback of this change. Tapping on an expanded menu's central icon collapses the menu again. In most cases, it is preferable to have the same configuration of attributes for both source and target. By default, the target is coupled to the source, and as we can see, the rightmost target menu's icon also changes to orange. This coupling is visually indicated by the chain link icon in the target menu. To highlight the related data points in view 2, we need to configure the link component. Tapping on the crosshair icon opens a submenu containing all views that can be linked to the brush. Here, view 2 is linked to the brush. A small crosshair icon is added to the link menu's central icon to signify that at least one view is linked to the brush. And all bars in view 2 that are related to the source items in the brush now have an orange fill. We can also configure lines to be drawn between source and target data points. To do this, we open the link menu again and set the link curvature to straight lines and the stroke color to green. This configuration shows explicit links between source and target data points. In the target menu, we can configure the aggregation of target items. While the aggregate mode shows all positions of players within the selection, the deaggregate mode allows us to drill down and highlight individual players within each position. If we change any attribute in the target menu, we break the default coupling with the source, which will be visually represented by a broken chain link in the target menu. We can also configure other attributes to better discriminate between individual players, such as the outline color. Finally, to show the complexity of queries possible with MyBrush, we show an example from a MyBrush session with sports enthusiasts. The 6 views here show data on the 50 most valuable players in the FIFA video game series. Here the participants were trying to decide who could replace Fabregas if he would leave his current club, Chelsea. After highlighting all Chelsea players, they decided to create a brush in view 6 to highlight all central midfielders and link that brush to views 2 and 5. They then created another brush in view 2 that highlighted all players with similar or higher attacking skills than Fabregas. They used an orange outline so that they could see the intersection with the green brush in view 5 that highlights the central midfielders. Only 2 players are highlighted by both brushes, Fabregas and Rodriguez. The participants then decided to create 2 brushes, one for Fabregas in brown and one for Rodriguez in purple, and connect both brushes to all views so they could easily compare the players. They finally decided that Rodriguez was the most suitable replacement, as he is faster than Fabregas and receives a similar wage.